If you're a Muslim, you've got a problem. And I'm going to tell you what your problem is.
It says, Muslim New Yorkers will pray and break their Ramadan fast right in front of Trump Tower.
The crowd is expected to be huge, it says.
It's an article that I could click on.
I found this news article online, and it says about 450 Muslim activists and their allies will protest. So I had to Google this to find out that there are between 400,000 and 800,000 Muslims in the NYC area. So my question is, if there are 400,000 Muslims, if we take the low estimate and assume there are 400,000 Muslims in New York City, why are only 450 of them protesting? Why aren't they all protesting? Why aren't all 400,000 of them protesting? Along with their allies. Huh? They should all be protesting. If you're a Muslim, you've got a problem. And I'm going to tell you what your problem is. It's a two-parted problem. The first part of your problem is terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, who are hijacking your religion to use it for evil purposes. The second part of your problem is politicians like Donald Trump and people who believe in their ideology, who think that all of you are ISIS. And that is why you should be protesting at the protest that I was just looking at the news article about on the internet, and organizing your own protests and doing anything you can to speak out against both heads of your two-parted problem, which, the way I think about it, are two heads on a multi-headed monster. When I first heard about the protest, my initial reaction was to look up the number of Muslims that live in New York City and wonder why they all weren't there. And so should you. If you're a Muslim, you should be protesting against both ISIS's ideology and Donald Trump's ideology, because what's wrong with both ideologies is that they're the same. They both teach that Muslims and Westerners are somehow inherently different from each other and cannot live together. And they both have the same goal: to divide them from each other. I have spoken out against Donald Trump's ideology in several of my YouTube videos. And I have also spoken out against ISIS in this video that you should watch. And although this video is called Muslims, You've Got a Problem, and this message about speaking out against Donald Trump's ideology and ISIS is really directed at Muslims, actually everybody should speak out against Donald Trump's ideology and ISIS's ideology, whether you're a Muslim, a Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Buddhist, atheist, basically anything. Basically, if you're an intelligent human being, or even an intelligent non-human being, like an alien, you should have a problem with both Donald Trump and ISIS. And you should speak out against them, or protest against them, or do whatever. And I'd also like to point out that I find it interesting that celebrating Ramadan, a Muslim holiday, has become not just the celebration of a holiday, but a form of political protest against Donald Trump's ideology. Who would have thought of that idea? Isn't it amazing that somebody thought of an idea like that? Oh, wait a minute. I actually thought of that idea. I thought of that idea when I released this video on Donald Trump's inauguration day. It's part 1 of 2. You should watch it. Part 2 will be coming soon. I guess Lindsay Lohan thought of the same idea, and she's doing it in her own Lindsay Lohan way. She's observing Ramadan on a fancy yacht, wearing this dress. And on that note, I am also observing Ramadan in my own special way, while laying on my old, dirty, torn up carpet that's about to be ripped out with all of my cats, while wearing my normal clothes. There's Donald right there, laying on the blanket. I can't tell which one that is eating out of the dish. It's one of the two white ones that are brother and sister. And this is Blue Dream, the one who always sleeps on my back in my YouTube videos. And there are not all, but some of the other cats behind me as well. So I would like to wish all Muslims a blessed Ramadan from right here on my dirty floor in my house in Humboldt County, California. And I would like to tell you that while you're fasting and praying and doing everything else, don't forget about your problem. And what that means is, don't forget to protest against Donald Trump and ISIS.